All right, let's start off with this. The Atlanta City Council has officially greenlit the Stitch. This is a major urban revitalization effort to cap the downtown connector and link downtown to midtown. The Stitch will encompass a 14 to 17 acre park that will include green space, walking trails, new streets, and plazas. Joining us now to talk more about it is Jack Cebe, the Stitch Development Manager for the Atlanta Downtown Improvement District. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
For a minute there, I thought you couldn't hear me, Jack. All right, so how glad are you that this project is officially being greenlit?
I'm ecstatic. I think it's been an exciting idea for 20 some odd years, maybe even longer now, and it's finally coming to fruition here very soon. And thanks to the work of a lot of folks banding together here in the Atlanta region to make it happen.
Yeah, if you don't live here downtown, you're not really familiar with it. What's your pitch to get people to come and check it out?
Yeah, well, I think for certainly a lot of folks in the region are familiar with the Beltline, and I think the Stitch in a lot of ways is trying to do similar things to the Beltline as the Beltline, in being a way to turn kind of your standard humdrum infrastructure into something that's really supportive of a lot of interesting, great development. And so, like you said, there's going to be a community-focused park with a lot of different activations, a lot of different things to do, a lot of new places to live, and a lot of new places to shop and to eat. And so it's really about transforming an area that today is a lot of big streets and empty parking lots into a vibrant part of our city.
Why has it taken it so long for this to get the go-ahead?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people for a lot of time have thought this is a good idea, but it's really it comes down to funding. It's a major infrastructure project. Our first phase, which we're planning to kick off next year, the current budget for that phase is a little over $200 million, which we've received a lot of federal grants for that and raised local funds as well. And so that takes time to make that happen, and to it involves the Georgia Department of Transportation, the City of Atlanta, MARTA, a whole host of partners being on the same page to make it happen. But everybody is working towards the same goal and excited about starting construction soon.
All right, so what's going to help to keep that momentum going, especially if costs start to rise on you a little bit?
Yeah, we have contingencies baked into our budget, so hopefully that will account for that.
Gotcha. What about the long-term residents in this particular area, local businesses? What's being done so they don't get pushed out?
Yeah, good question. So the last 2 years we've spent developing a master plan for the project that considers all sorts of aspects of land use, of park planning, of transportation. And part of that is making sure that current residents in the area, there are about 6,000 or so residences within a half a mile of the park, that they're not pushed out due to rising costs, rising land values. And so we've recommended measures such as tax freezes for current property owners, so that their taxes don't go up and it becomes unfeasible to stay. So we have a lot of methods like that laid out in our master plan. We've started a 501c3 nonprofit that will be working with the city to implement these recommendations as the project progresses.
Are you concerned at all about losing any federal funding?
Well, I'm certainly sure you've seen some of that in the news, and as of right now, we have a signed federal grant agreement, and we are currently spending spinning down on that agreement, and we are making the case to all our supporters in DC and across the state that this is a really important project for a lot of different people and for our capital city. And we're just going to continue moving forward, and we're sure that this project is going to happen, one way or the other. Even though there's certainly a lot of, I think, question marks on what's going to happen on the federal funding landscape moving forward.
Gotcha. Let's fast forward to 2033. What do you hope folks are doing in this park on an average weekend?
Yeah, well, for me, we just had a new baby boy added to the family, and so
Congratulations.
I'm excited to hopefully spend some time in some of the great play spaces we have planned. We have an interactive water fountain, water feature planned for the park. We have a multi-age playground planned for the park. A lot of open fields for pickup games, and there'll certainly be camps and programming and things like that. So it's going to be a great place to bring your family and to enjoy a nice green escape from the hustle and bustle of the city.
Sounds good. Jack Cebe, thanks so much for joining us. And it looks like a great project. Can't wait for it to get off the ground. All right, thanks so much.